Hey everyone, and welcome to probability lesson number 5. So today we're going to look at the complement of an event. Okay, if we look at this image here, we have event A. So event A is rolling a 5 or a 6 if we're looking at a six-sided die. The complement of A is rolling a 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, so if event A is rolling a 5 or a 6, the complement is going to be anything else that can happen. That's exactly what the complement is. The complement is the set of all outcomes not in an event. So on that first one, the event was rolling a 5 or a 6. The complement was rolling anything else. What's important to know is that the probability of an event plus the probability of its complement is always equal to 1. Okay? Because the event's either happening or something that's in the complement has to happen, because those are all of the other outcomes. So looking at this, right? Event A, rolling a 5 or a 6. The probability of this is 2/6, right? Or 1/3. If we look at the probability of the complement, it's 4/6, or we could simplify that to 2/3. If I add 2/6 plus 4/6, or 1/3 plus 2/3, it's going to be equal to 1. And we know that 1 is a certainty, it has to happen. So either the event's going to happen or the complement of the event is going to happen. So let's look at this table. If the event is rolling a 2, right, if we're looking at a six-sided die, the probability of the event is 1 out of 6. There's only one 2 out of the 6. The complement, rolling anything but a 2. So rolling not a 2. Right, so it could be a 1, it could be a 3, 4, 5, 6. So the probability of the complement is going to be 5/6. And the probability of the event plus the probability of the complement is going to be 1. 5/6 plus 1/6 is going to be 1. The probability of rolling an odd number. Okay, so rolling an odd number, you can roll a 1, a 3, or a 5. So that's going to be 3/6, or 1/2 if we simplify. And what's going to be the complement? The complement of rolling an odd number is going to be rolling an even number. So rolling an even number, since even's the opposite of odd, and the probability of the complement is 1/2. Right? Because rolling an even, you can roll a 2, 4, or 6, and the probability of the event plus the probability of the complement is 1 again. If you want to pause it here and try the next two on your own, go for it. If not, we'll work through it together. So the probability of rolling a number under 5. So under 5, there's going to be 4 out of the 6, right? 1, 2, 3, or 4. Those are all under 5, which is 2/3. And since we're talking about rolling a six-sided die, rolling a number under 5 was 1 through 4. Rolling a 5 or a 6 is the complement. This is kind of the opposite of the first example that we looked at. All right, rolling a 5 or 6, which is 2/6, which is 1/3. If we add them, right, 2/3 plus 1/3 is going to be 1. It's always going to be 1. Now the probability of rolling a number over 6, can you roll a number over 6? No, that's impossible. All right, so the probability is 0. So the complement is going to be rolling not just under a 6 or under. Right, and the probability of rolling a 6 or under is going to be 6 out of 6, because all of them are 6 or under, which is 1. But still, the probability of the event plus the probability of the complement is going to be 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, so now we can use the probability of the complement to figure out different probabilities. This first problem here, it says if the probability of not picking a blue marble is 5/18, what is the probability of picking a blue marble? Okay, if not picking a blue marble is 5/18, we want to find the probability of picking a blue marble. So these are complements, right? If this is our event, picking a blue marble, the complement is not picking a blue marble. And what do we know about the probability of an event plus the probability of the complement? It has to be equal to 1, right? So if we know that together they have to equal 1, we can do 1 minus 5/18, which is going to be 13/18. That's the probability of picking a blue marble, right? Because if 5, let's say there's 18 marbles. If not picking a blue marble, there's 5 of the 18 that are not blue. Well, if there's 18 and 5 are not blue, that means 13 have to be blue, so 13 out of 18. If the probability of spinning a spinner and landing on an odd number is 3 out of 7, what is the probability of not landing on an odd number? Let's say that there's 7 spots. If the probability of landing on an odd is 3 out of 7, and there's 7 spots, that means that 4 of them are not going to be odd. We could solve this by doing 1 minus 3/7 equals 4/7. Okay, so since we know that if 3 of them are odd, that means that there's still 4 others, and if those aren't odd, they're going to be part of the complement. So the probability of not landing on a non-number is going to be 4/7. Okay, so the complement is going to be basically everything but the event, and the probability of the complement plus the probability of the event always has to be equal to 1. And we can use that to find different probabilities. All right, hopefully this was helpful. See you guys later.